In the vast ocean of human consciousness, there exists an unexplored island, an inner sanctuary where resides the wisest and most compassionate judge you have ever known. This judge does not issue verdicts based on external evidence or third-party testimonies, but is guided by the deepest truth of your being. Welcome, dear seekers of truth, to a transformative journey to the heart of your own wisdom. Today we will immerse ourselves in the crystalline waters of a revolutionary concept proposed by the visionary Joe Vitale. The best court is the one inside you. This seemingly simple idea encapsulates a power capable of rewriting the script of your existence and triggering a profound metamorphosis in every aspect of your lives. Imagine for a moment that you possess the ability to dissolve conflicts, heal wounds, and manifest your highest desires, not through manipulation of the external world, but through purification of your inner landscape. Does this seem like an unattainable fantasy? Prepare yourselves, for you are about to discover a truth that will challenge everything you thought you knew about the power of your mind and the nature of reality itself. Allow me to share a personal experience that illustrates the transformative potency of this principle. Several years ago, I found myself trapped in a labyrinth of bitterness and resentment. Every interaction seemed like a battle, every obstacle a proof that the universe was conspiring against me. My life was a perfect reflection of the storm raging within. It was then that I stumbled upon the teachings of Joe Vitale and the ancient Hawaiian art of Ho'oponopono. At first, I confess my skepticism was as great as my desperation. How could the simple repetition of 4 phrases, "I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you," alter the course of my reality? However, moved by a spark of hope, I decided to immerse myself in this practice. The first days were a challenge. My mind, accustomed to blaming and judging, resisted this new paradigm of total responsibility. But I persisted, repeating the phrases like a mantra, even when it seemed futile. Gradually, like the dawn dispelling the shadows of night, I began to perceive subtle changes in my environment. People who used to irritate me seemed to soften their edges. Situations that used to provoke anxiety began to resolve themselves with surprising ease. And most amazingly, my perception of the world and myself underwent a radical transformation. This personal metamorphosis leads us to a fundamental question: how does this process of internal purification really work? The answer lies in the words of De Medici Cordova, who shares her experience with Morna Simeona, a Ho'oponopono master. I learned that simply uttering the word Ho'oponopono purifies the space and instantly purifies me. Let us reflect on the depth of this statement. How many times have we felt victims of external circumstances, believing we lack control over our experiences? Ho'oponopono reminds us that everything we perceive on the outside is a reflection of our inner world. But how can we apply this principle in the tumult of our daily lives? Joe Vitale offers us a compass to navigate these waters. Embrace total responsibility. Instead of pointing an accusing finger, recognize that every experience is a mirror of your inner landscape. Cultivate constant purification. Use the 4 Ho'oponopono phrases as a balm for your mind and heart. Observe without judgment. When challenges arise, instead of reacting, contemplate your thoughts and emotions with the curiosity of a scientist. Trust in inner alchemy. Remember that purification is an ongoing process. As you cleanse your mind, the outer world will transform to reflect that inner harmony. Let me share another story that illustrates the power of this approach. I met an entrepreneur named Alexander, whose company was on the brink of collapse due to internal conflicts and external pressures. Alexander discovered Ho'oponopono and decided to apply it to his business crisis. Instead of looking for culprits or implementing drastic measures, Alexander began practicing inner purification. Every time he faced a problem or a difficult employee, he silently repeated the 4 Ho'oponopono phrases. At first, the chaos seemed to intensify. But Alexander persisted. After a few weeks, he began to notice subtle changes. The atmosphere in the office became lighter. Meetings, once battlefields, transformed into spaces of creative collaboration. And most surprisingly, unexpected business opportunities emerged that revitalized the company. In less than 6 months, Alexander's company had not only recovered but was experiencing unprecedented growth. When I asked him what his secret was, he replied, I learned that the only place where I have true power is in my mind. When I transformed my inner world, my company became a reflection of that new reality. This story leads us to a fundamental truth. Our outer world is a projection of our inner world. As Joe Vitale reminds us, there is nothing out there, you only become aware of what is within you. Everything is a reflection of your interior, everything is a shared program. But what happens when we face truly challenging situations or people who seem determined to sabotage our well-being? Vitale shares his own experience facing a defamation campaign by a former friend. Instead of counterattacking or seeking revenge, Vitale chose the path of inner purification. I used the same process that Dr. H.E.W. Len taught me, taking responsibility for the situation. I didn't make negative judgments publicly, and I only share this story now as a greater lesson. By internalizing the drama, that's where I purified it. This approach may seem counterintuitive, even radical. Our instinctive response to attack is to defend ourselves or counterattack. But Vitale reminds us that this reaction only perpetuates the cycle of negativity. Instead, by assuming total responsibility and purifying our own perceptions, we can transform the situation from its root. Now I invite you to reflect. What situation in your current life is causing you the most distress or frustration? Are you willing to consider the possibility that this situation is a reflection of something in your inner world that needs to be purified? Imagine for a moment that you possess the power to rewrite the verdict of that situation. Not through force or external manipulation, but through purification of your own inner court. What would change in your life if you fully embraced this idea? Because, in reality, that power already resides within you. As Vitale reminds us, the drama ceased, the defamation campaign stopped, life and business continued their course, only without him in my existence. I long for the affectionate relationship we shared, but I prefer freedom to attachment. This is the essence of the best court is the one inside you. It's not about denying external reality or avoiding action when necessary. It's about recognizing that the true power of transformation lies within us. It's the understanding that we are the architects of our reality, and that through constant purification of our mind, we can manifest an outer world that reflects our inner peace and harmony. Dear seekers of truth, as we conclude this journey of discovery, I invite you to reflect on these eternal truths. What verdict are you issuing in the court of your mind? What reality are you creating with your current thoughts and emotions? Remember, you are not alone on this journey. Each of you possesses the power to purify your mind and transform your reality. By embracing this truth, by living from a place of total responsibility and constant purification, you not only transform your own lives but contribute to the elevation of the consciousness of all humanity. So I ask you, are you ready to assume the role of wise judge in the court of your mind? Are you willing to issue a new verdict of peace, love, and abundance for your life? The moment is now. The choice is yours. May the light of your true self illuminate your path, and may the wisdom of Ho'oponopono resonate in your hearts. Always remember, you are the creators of your reality, the supreme judges of your destiny. Live from that truth and observe how magic unfolds in your lives. Thank you for sharing this journey with me. May your days be filled with constant purification, and may your inner light shine in all its splendor. Until our next encounter, dear fellow travelers on this great adventure we call life. Remember, the best court is within you, and you have the power to issue a verdict of love and abundance at every moment. To further enrich our understanding of the inner court and its transformative power, let's explore two additional subtopics that are closely related to the original text's essence. The first subtopic we'll delve into is the quantum nature of inner purification. Recent advancements in quantum physics have revealed fascinating insights into the nature of reality that align remarkably well with the principles of Ho'oponopono and inner purification. At the quantum level, particles exist in a state of superposition, meaning they can be in multiple states simultaneously until they are observed. This phenomenon, known as the observer effect, suggests that consciousness plays a crucial role in shaping reality. In essence, our thoughts and intentions may be collapsing the wave function of possibilities into specific experiences. This understanding adds a new dimension to the concept of the inner court. When we engage in Ho'oponopono or any form of inner purification, we may be interacting with the quantum field of possibilities, influencing which reality we experience. This aligns with Joe Vitale's assertion that everything is a reflection of our inner world. To apply this quantum perspective to our inner purification practices. Embrace uncertainty. Recognize that multiple possibilities exist simultaneously. Your desired outcome is one of these possibilities. Focus on feeling. Quantum entanglement suggests that particles can be connected regardless of distance. Similarly, by feeling the reality of your purified state, you may be entangling yourself with that possibility. Persist in purification. Just as repeated observations can influence quantum outcomes, persistent inner purification may increase the likelihood of your desired reality manifesting. Detach from current circumstances. Understanding the fluid nature of reality at the quantum level can help you detach from the apparent solidity of your current situation. The second subtopic we'll explore is the neuroplasticity of inner judgment. Neuroscience has shown that our brains are remarkably plastic, capable of forming new neural pathways throughout our lives. This neuroplasticity provides a scientific basis for understanding how the practice of inner purification can literally reshape our minds and, consequently, our experiences. When we engage in Ho'oponopono or similar practices, we're not just repeating phrases. We're actually creating new neural pathways that can influence our perceptions, decisions, and actions. The more we practice inner purification, the stronger these neural pathways become, making it easier for us to maintain a state of inner peace and clarity. This understanding can enhance our practice of inner purification in several ways. Consistency is key. Regular practice strengthens the associated neural pathways. Engage multiple senses. The more senses you engage in your purification practice, the more areas of the brain you activate, creating a richer neural network associated with inner peace. Emotional intensity matters. Strong positive emotions associated with your practice can enhance neuroplasticity, making the new pathways more resilient. Be patient. Just as it takes time for new neural pathways to form and strengthen, it may take time for your inner purification to fully manifest in your external reality. Monitor your habitual thoughts. Be aware that your current judgments and perceptions are supported by existing neural pathways. Consciously redirect thoughts that don't align with your purified state. By integrating these scientific perspectives with the concept of the inner court, we can approach our practice of inner purification with a deeper understanding of why and how it works. We're not just changing our thoughts. We're reshaping our brains and potentially influencing the quantum fabric of reality itself. Remember, as Joe Vitale teaches, you are the operant power in your world. Your inner court, informed by these scientific insights, becomes an even more powerful tool for creating the life you desire. Trust in the process. Persist in your purification practice, and watch as your inner world shapes your outer reality in ways that may seem miraculous, but are indeed based on the fundamental nature of consciousness and reality itself. As we conclude this expanded exploration, I invite you to reflect on the profound implications of these insights. How might your life change if you fully embraced the power of your inner court? What reality could you create if you consistently purified your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs? Consider the ripple effect of this practice. As you elevate your own consciousness through inner purification, you're not just transforming your individual reality. You're contributing to the collective consciousness of humanity. Each time you choose to purify your inner world, you're adding to the quantum field of possibilities for all of us. Imagine a world where more and more people understand and apply these principles. A world where we collectively purify our inner courts, issuing verdicts of peace, love, and abundance. The potential for positive change is truly limitless. So I encourage you to take this knowledge and put it into practice. Start each day with a session in your inner court, purifying your thoughts and intentions. Throughout your day, be mindful of your inner judgments and consciously choose to purify them. When faced with challenges, remember that you have the power to reframe your experience through the lens of your inner court. And most importantly, be patient and compassionate with yourself as you embark on this journey. Remember that you're rewiring years of habitual thinking and reshaping the very fabric of your reality. It's a process, and every step you take is valuable.